All right, folks, it is Dewar versus Asher, our game of the day here at Asher High School. We also have a couple of potential player of the year quarterfinalists to congratulate. We'll get to that a little bit later. Just can't quite snag it, flies out to center field. Ends up being a single and a base runner on now for Dewar. In safe, I believe it's second. Correction, they get the forced tag. So take the base runner off, two down. And they get the strikeout. All right, we'll head to the bottom of the first inning. It'll be the Indians coming up to bat. You're watching PNTV coverage game of the day between the Dewar Dragons and the Asher Indians. All right, one of our All Staters and state qualifiers for Player of the Year for quarterfinalists now at the plate, Mackenzie Thompson. Congratulations to her. On the mound today for Asher will be Nevaeh Griffin. And put in play, singles out to center field. Base runner on for Asher. So the teams trade singles up through center field to start the top and base runner on. Asher successful in getting a tag off earlier. We'll see if they are able to hold them at bay. And so to speak, return the favor. All right, advances to third. They do get the fielder's choice out at first. And Asher threatening to score here in the bottom already of the first inning. And fouls it off. Infield pop up fly, 2 down. And RBI, well, can't quite get it far enough out. So fly out. Your score through 1-0-0. Dewar Dragons will be up to bat, almost indiscernible here with the aqua and kind of a soft orange pink color. Battle of Class A and B teams, both looking to punch their tickets potentially to state. They will be in regional tournaments this week. Congratulations for both landing Two teams on our All-State list: Emma Bear, Temperance Parker for Dewar, Nevaeh Griffin, and Mackenzie Thompson for Asher. Your score through one: Dewar 0, Asher 0. You're watching PNTV. Both teams with singles to center field, each with an opportunity to advance the base runners. The only real difference is Asher got to third base, Dewar only made it to second. Both had ground outs for fielder's choice at first. Both had infield pop ups and both had flyouts to center field. So almost mirror images in the top and bottom of the first inning. I'd like to thank our coverage sponsor for today's live stream, video highlights, and of Asher Indian Athletics. And the 3 unassist tag at first. Throws down the bunt. Third base snags it. Going to be late. Throws down the bunt. Third base snags it. Going to be late. Infield base runner once again. Infield base runner once again on for the Dewar Dragons. Again on for the Dewar Dragons. It's tough to defend against those. It's tough to defend against those. Catcher and third baseman both make the jump. Catcher and third baseman both make the jump. Unfortunately, base runner got a really good. Unfortunately, base runner got a really good cut. Already 4/5 of the way down. Already 4/5 of the way down the line before the ball was even touched. And as a result, another runner on for Dewar. Wild throw advances the runner in safe at second. Back-to-back innings now. Dragons have a runner on. Over to second base, 4-3 ground out. Base runner advances to third. So it's almost a mirror image once again here in the top of the second for Dewar. Pretty much just copying Asher's playbook. Only difference really is the infield bunt single instead of flying out to center field. And they get the strikeout. So Strand's the base runner in back-to-back innings. Led at the bottom of the second, it'll be the Indians coming up to bat. You're watching PNTV coverage, game of the day, Asher versus Dewar. And rips it out to left field. One hops over to the outfielder, and it is another single, another base runner on. So back-to-back innings. It has been one on for each team. Checks her in back at first. Pops up, catches it, so gets the out. Well, Asher successful in back-to-back innings, getting someone on. However, kind of a slow go now, moving her to second. Each time she's been able to get over fairly quickly. Ooh, they're going to give her the tag out. All right. So each team strands one in back-to-back innings. We'll head to the top of the third. Score average game of the day. Class A versus B fast pitch softball. Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner for Dewar here. And in safe at second, stolen base, Dewar Dragons. And over to the shortstop, snags it, fires. He's going to be late on the throw. Beats out the out. So runners on the corners, first time in the game. Either team has had two runners on. On the corners for Dewar, one out, threatening to score a run and take the lead. Fires to first, comes home, safe, score it. Dewar takes the 1-0 lead. Sack, infield, bunt, RBI. Last hit out to right field. Heading to second, going to third. It's going to be an RBI triple. And Dewar is taking now a 2-0 lead here at the top of the third inning. So back-to-back hits, one a sack RBI, and then one a triple all the way out to right field line, rolls 190. Snags it, gets the ground out. All right, so 2 runs score, one is left stranded. It is a 2-0 lead for the Dragons. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Indians coming up to bat. You're watching PNTV coverage, game of the day. Asher versus Dewar. Flies out to center field on safe. Indians now trying to respond, potential game tying run. Coming up to home plate. All right, throws down the bunt, fires over to second, a bag. Our view is kind of obfuscated here with the catcher blocking home plate. Obviously, she's doing her job, but just pointing out that I think the foot lifted is what I could base the safe call on. So that's going to be a fielder's choice non single. Two runners on now, back to back innings, both teams' first time that's happened. Back to the top of the lineup now for Asher Mackenzie Thompson. So Asher would love nothing more than to return the favor in the bottom of the inning and put two runs across the plate. Throws down the bunt again, fires to third. This one she does get. So they take the advanced base runner off the path. It'll be one down, two on. So two infield pops that neither are considered singles due to the sack bunt and then fielder's choice components. Runners first and second for the Indians, still trying to get on the board. And gets the out. And the runners do advance now with 2 down. So both teams with a wild pitch helping the other one out. And this one is shot out to left. Unfortunately, back-to-back innings, Asher can't drive it deep enough. No run scored, 2 base runners stranded. Led at the top of the 4th inning, score remains Dewar 2, Asher 0. You're watching PNTV coverage, live stream, video highlights, and coverage, courtesy of RFK Consulting. And here she comes, rounds third, heads home in safe. RBI double 3-0 lead for Dewar.
bounds again, so repeat RBI single, 4-0 lead Dewar.
Keep it going, kid. We're playing right now. We're 4. It's a very good game. It's tight. Hi, Brett. What's your sign?
I want to show you how fast I can clap one.
Got it, Brett. Ah, Brett.
And back to back. So it is all coming together now here for Dewar.
Go, Kyla.
They do get the fielder's choice tag. We'll have a courtesy runner.
I really don't have words for what it feels like other than I'm just blessed to be where I'm at for so many years.
Well,
And
I think
to do what I love every day.
I think your student athletes would say they're the ones blessed. One final thing, just wanted to let you know that Prep Nation will be recognizing you with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate you. No, not at all.
Yeah, you asked me one
Congratulations.
question.
Not at all.
Well, I know these games kind of aren't what you're looking for, but
Well, it's a test, and that's what we need this week.
I always tell people all the time, like I remember drumming back-to-back years, undefeated, rolling into the playoffs, only losses of the season in the state championship game and in the state semifinals. So sometimes there are things worse.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because that would not be the way I would want to have my only loss of the season. I'd be like, oh man, this really stinks. But Dewar's a very, very good program. You know, they're well coached, and he's got some really talented girls.
I agree.
That's what we need to see right now.
Yeah.
We didn't need to see something. We come out of districts that it was a pretty easy tie, and we needed to see a step up.
Every team,
Make you need to go see something better.
Yeah.
every team that I cover that consistently is in state that wins, they all schedule tough.
Yeah.
Like Caddo, their only 2 losses, Dale and Pecola.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
they
Extremely
have
tough
played
schedule.
probably 8 top 10 teams.
Yeah.
And he just, you know, he had them in the frying pan last week against Washington and this week against Caddo. I mean, it's been humbling for him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it gives them opportunities to realize, man, we could have kept this tighter if we just didn't do this or that. Well, thank you guys for having me out.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Appreciate
coming.
your coverage.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
You as well. It's my pleasure. When I talked to Coach Bowen, I actually reached out to talk to his daughter.
Yeah.
And then his son-in-law talked to me, and I said, hey, this is kind of what I'm wanting to do, but I want this to be a surprise. I said, so when I start calling places in Asheville,